Okay, real talk. If you Google Unreal Engine developer salary, you'll get numbers ranging from 40,000 a year to like 150,000. And that's not helpful if you're trying to figure out whether learning UE5 is actually worth your time. So I did the annoying work for you. I scraped over 1,000 job postings from LinkedIn, Indeed, Glassdoor, and a few contract platforms. Entry-level, mid-level, senior, freelance, full-time, remote, on-site. And I cross-referenced it with actual offer letters people posted in developer Discord servers. And here's the truth. Beginners are not earning what Reddit says they're earning. But they're also not earning what Reddit says they're not earning. It's complicated. Let me break it down. Let's start with North America, because that's where most of the data is. If you're a junior Unreal Engine developer in the US or Canada, so 0 to 2 years of actual professional experience, your salary band is roughly $55,000 to $70,000 a year. Now, that's base salary. That's before bonuses, before stock options if you're at a bigger studio, and before you factor in the fact that most junior roles aren't really junior anymore. We'll get to that. But the average across all experience levels in North America, it's about $61 an hour if you convert salary to hourly, which works out to roughly $127,000 a year for experienced devs. And if you're a strong senior, like you know C++ inside out, you've shipped a title, you understand multiplayer replication without crying, you're looking at $77 to $89 an hour. Some contract roles go even higher. But here's the thing nobody talks about. I kept seeing job postings labeled Junior Unreal Engine Developer that required 2 years of professional experience, sometimes 3, and sometimes, this is my favorite, they wanted professional experience plus a shipped indie title. So if you're actually a beginner, like you just finished a Udemy course and build a cool lighting scene, you're probably not landing that 55 to 70 band right away. You're more likely looking at contract work, internships, or smaller studios that pay closer to 45 to 55. And I know that sounds discouraging, but stick with me because I'm going to show you exactly how to skip the line in about 4 minutes. Okay, quick detour to the UK because this shocked me. The median salary for Unreal Engine developers in the UK jumped almost 56% year over year. 56%. Median is now sitting at about £66,000. That's not entry-level, obviously. That's the median across all roles. But it tells you something important. Unreal Engine skills are in stupidly high demand right now. Virtual production, automotive visualization, architectural renders, even medical VR. Everyone's using UE5, and there aren't enough people who know it. Europe's a bit more scattered. Germany and the Netherlands pay solid mid-level rates. Eastern Europe has a lot of remote contract work that pays Western rates if you know where to look. But the trend is the same everywhere. If you actually know the engine, not just I watched a blueprint tutorial once, you have leverage. Alright, this is the part where I save you 6 months of wasted effort. Because not all Unreal Engine skills pay the same. And if you build a wrong portfolio, you cap yourself hard. If you're blueprints only, you're looking at the lower end of every salary band I just mentioned. I'm not hating on blueprints. They're powerful, they're fast, and you can build entire games with them. But the market has spoken. Job postings that mention C++ pay 35 to 55% more on average. That's not a small bump. That's the difference between 60,000 and 90,000. But it gets more specific than that. If you know Nanite and Lumen, not just I turn them on, but you actually understand the profiling and optimization. You can add another 25 to 40% on top of that. Virtual production, in-display, live link. You're now in a niche where there are maybe a few thousand people on the planet who know this stuff well. And film studios, automotive companies, and even theme parks are desperate for it. So if you're a beginner watching this and thinking, what should I learn first? Here's your priority list. 1. C++. Not optional if you want the money. 2. Pick a specialization. VFX with Niagara, multiplayer networking, or virtual production. 3. Build one portfolio piece that proves you know it. Not 10 mediocre pieces. One good one. Now, maybe you don't want a full-time studio job. Maybe you like the idea of working in your pajamas and declining meetings. I respect that. So what does freelance actually look like? Junior freelancers on general platforms are billing anywhere from $24 to $45 an hour, which sounds low, but remember, you're not commuting, you're not paying for city rent necessarily, and you're not dealing with studio crunch culture. But senior freelancers, especially ones who niche down into virtual production or architectural visualization, they're billing $70 to $89 an hour. Some fixed projects go into the five-figure range for a single deliverable. The catch, and there's always a catch, is that freelance UE5 work is feast or famine. You'll have a month where you make $8,000 and a month where you make nothing because you're chasing invoices. So if you go this route, you need a financial buffer and you need to learn how to write contract. I actually have a video coming up on exactly that. So if that sounds useful, you know what to do. Full-time is more stable, obviously, but studios are getting more flexible with remote. About 60% of the job postings I looked at offered either full remote or hybrid. And remote roles in the US tend to pay about 15 to 20% less than on-site roles in expensive cities. But if you're living somewhere with reasonable rent, you come out ahead. Okay, I promised I'd show you how to skip the line. And this is it. Most beginners build portfolios that look like homework. Here's a room I lit. Here's a character I animated. Here's a blueprint I made. Hiring managers see that and they think, okay, this person knows the tools. But can they work in a pipeline? Can they solve problems? Can they finish something? So here's the loophole. Build a portfolio piece that solves a real problem. Not a pretty scene, a solution. For example, I built a multiplayer lobby system in UE5 that handles 12 players with replicated inventory. Or, I optimized a nanite-heavy scene to run at 90 frames per second on mid-tier hardware, and here's my profiling data. Or, I recreated a real-world building in UE5 for architectural visualization, and here's the side-by-side with the photograph. When you do that, you stop being a beginner who knows Unreal Engine, and you start being a developer who happens to be early in their career. That distinction is worth $15,000 to $20,000 a year. Minimum. Look, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that learning Unreal Engine is a guaranteed six-figure shortcut. It's not. The first 6 months are brutal. C++ will make you want to throw your computer out a window. You'll apply to 20 jobs and hear back from 2. That's normal. But the data doesn't lie. The demand is real. The salaries are climbing. And the people who are getting hired aren't necessarily the most talented. They're the most specific. They picked a lane, they built proof, and they showed up consistently. If you're willing to do that, the money is there. It's just not going to find you. You have to build something that makes it obvious you're worth it. All right, if this helped you get a clearer picture of what you're actually working toward, hit the like button. It tells YouTube that this video isn't just another tutorial dump, and it helps other people who are trying to figure out if this career is worth it find this breakdown. And if you want more of this, real salary data, portfolio strategies, interview prep, and the occasional rant about why game dev hiring is broken, subscribe. I post twice a week, and I'm currently working on a video about the exact contract clauses that saved me from a $12,000 scope creep disaster. You don't want to miss that one. Also, drop a comment below. Tell me, are you learning UE5 for game dev? Or are you pivoting into virtual production or something else? I'm curious where everyone's headed, and I read every single comment. Thanks for watching. Now, close YouTube and go build that portfolio piece. I'll see you in the next one.